Hey, 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 what's happening? Hey, you listen to Eyes on Smash Bros Radio, the only digital radio station, award-winning digital radio station located in Birmingham, Jefferson County. What's going on? Going on? Man, it's the 25th. You have the what is it? You have the eclipse of the eclipse of the sun and the moon tonight. Supposed to be generating some excitement or whatever. Mm. Some people say it's close to the end of the world, whatever. But we appreciate you. You can find Smash Bros on TikTok. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook as well as YouTube. So please, if you have not done so, like, follow, share, and subscribe, as well as download our app, Smash Bros app. So you can take us anywhere you want to take us, and we will go freely. We like to travel. Also, I'm Oz. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. Hell, you can find me anywhere. Hope you're having a good day. Hope that you have contacted those individuals that mean a lot to you. Let them know how much you appreciate them and how much you love and adore them. So, got a lot going on. I was kind of wishy-washy when it came to the topic today because there's so much going on. And so I'm going to try to get two topics in this hour. And so because both are extremely important, I think. And so we'll see how well this goes. We will see how well this goes. You got two events coming up on November 9th at the Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 9th Avenue Southwest, Bessemer, Alabama. You have the 1888 Bully Kennel presents the Southern Bully Showdown #2, Part 2. Again, it's a family event. This is a way, I forgot to get my water. This is a way of introducing the breed to the community because there are a lot of false narratives out there when it comes to the breed. And it's not true. A dog is only as good as the owner. And we have to keep that in mind. The breed is as good as the owner. So, and as it in everything that's out there, you're going to have those individuals who are shady and trying to make money off of bullshit, and then you have the authentic individuals who know exactly what they're doing. And I'm going to try to get DeWine on so that way he can explain. It is fascinating. Breeding, being a breeder, having a kennel is fascinating. And people are not aware of the science that accompanies being an authentic breeder, being a kennel, being a responsible, true blue blood breeder. Because there's a lot to go into it. I knew, when you're in school and when I was in school, we always had this science project to do with the the gnats or whatever, and what the hell was that? Anyway, I digress. We had to do the fruit flies, where we talk about the genetics and all, and so I partially knew of it, but I was not aware of the science that when you are a true breeder, you are trying to produce the best breed out there. And then with you having a kennel, you want your kennel to stand out from the other kennels. Can you hear me? 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 Let's see. Now, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. So I don't know if you could hear me before because I was not on track. So you see, And you have the males who are the studs, and then you have the female who are the bitches. And so you have these two. You have the stud and you have this bitch, and there's certain characteristics that of certain characteristics of each one, and so you combine the two to come up with a certain look that you want. And so, what up, Sylvester? Uh, and it is fascinating. It is totally fascinating. So, the Southern Bully Showdown Part Two, is a way of getting the community involved in actually seeing what a true bully is all about. And there are going to be four ICBR shows. And so if you are a vendor, if you wish to participate, if you wish to donate, if you wish to be a sponsor, and I'm proud to say that Ozzz is a proud sponsor of the Southern Bully Showdown Part Two. And so come out with your family. Also, bring if you wish to bring your dogs, please make sure that your dogs are not aggressive, and please make sure that they are not in heat. We do not wish to have any problems. So, uh, November 9th, Bessemer Civic Center, 1130 9th Avenue Southwest, Bessemer. 1888, Kennel presents the Southern Bully Showdown Part 2. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with DeJuan Hall at 205-460-6435, 205-460-6435. So please, come out, enjoy yourselves. And again, if you are a vendor, if you have a food truck, if you wish to participate, if you wish to be a donor or sponsor, if you wish to buy a booth, please get in touch with DeJuan Hall, 205-460-6435. We would appreciate you. The other one coming up March the 30th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. is a book signing, meet and greet book signing speakers. You're going to have speakers, food, and prizes in celebration of raising Naz. Come out and meet the author. Come out and meet Curtis. And also meet Naz. Come out and meet Naz. Let me tell you about Naz. I met Naz when I was making the delivery over at the the Crescent Cultural Community Center. And this little kid is awesome. Curtis was delivering some food because he has his own nonprofit organization. And Naz was not told to do so, but he took the initiative and started helping. And the box that he had was bigger than he was, but yet this kid had the tenacity, and also they had the initiative to want to help. And so this book is inspiring. And you if you are a parent, or if you're an aunt, or if you have some type of dealings with young folks, you know about the power, the inspiration that these young entities have, these young people have. And Naz is totally an inspiration. He has the best demeanor. He has the best personality that you can get. So on March 30th, from 1 to 4 p.m. at 105 Vulcan Road, come out and meet Naz, and also meet Curtis, and have the author, have Curtis sign your book. It's free to enter. It's Raising Naz. Meet and greet book signing, March the 30th from 1 to 4 p.m., 105 Vulcan Road, Birmingham. So please come out and support Naz, meet Naz, and also meet Curtis. And then don't forget that on November to come out and just enjoy yourself. You have a lot of fun. So Uh, uh, I guess everybody remembers Carlee Russell and the predicament that she created for herself, and the mentality, and there was a lot of opinions, a huge abundance of opinions about this and that and that and this, and we all know the circumstances. We know that she lied, uh, in that Hoover and some other municipalities and law enforcement agencies took time, energy, and all that other stuff to try to find her. And then we found out that it was a hoax, that she had lied. We still don't know where she was. But she went back to court for her sentencing. And congratulations to Carlee. Uh, I kind of I was not surprised of the what is it, the sentencing. Uh, Because see, when you're dealing with the plantation, and those of you who know me know that I call Hoover the plantation, because Hoover is one of the racist cities that we have here over the mountain. And so I call Hoover the plantation. I call Vestavia the old lady or the bitch. I called Mountain Brook and Homewood the twins. So, and then I call Gardendale and Fultondale the wannabes, because they're the other two racist cities that we have uh, here. So, but Hoover is the worst. Hoover is a flagship of uh, what it's like to be racist. So I wasn't surprised, because Hoover is typically white. Uh, in characteristics and mentality and all. So I wasn't surprised per se when she wasn't given any jail time. Now, she was sentenced. She has to do community service. She has to pay back the money, refund the money that was utilized. And so, and plus two, she had the best defense attorney, criminal defense attorney in the state of in Jefferson County, if not the state, Mr. Emory Anthony. And shout out to Mr. Anthony. He's fantastic. You cannot get a better defense attorney than Emory Anthony. If I were to ever, which I'm not, if I were to ever get into trouble, I would definitely contact Emory to be my defense attorney. Now, if it has to do with traffic, or if it has to do with vehicle, whatever, I would go to Eric Guster. So those are my go-to folks. And then if I'm really in trouble, I will get in touch with Mr. Charles Brooks. So, but shout out to Carlee. Girl, you knew the assignment and you came with it. You paid attention to the mutant females over there in Hoover, and you covered all the bases, baby. You covered all the bases. You knew exactly what to do, how to do it, how to perform. Standing ovation. Bravo. Yay, you did it, girl. I mean, you put it on, because from the initial appearance of you with this arrogant, pompous, condescending, little entitled mentality, showing people how bad that you wish that you were. And then all of a sudden to see you standing before the judge, dressed conservatively, dressed in church clothes, very humble. Reminds me of Katie Britt, the female senator from Alabama, when she was doing her little rebuttal with the State of the Union against President Biden. Carlee, you did wonderful, baby. You did good, because you knew exactly how to play the role, and you did it. You did it. Let me tell you. First of all, you would dress conservative. You would dress like a Christian. Then you were very meek. and mild in your tone and your diction work, similar to Katie, where he was very soft and timid and very appealing. And there's a word for it for when women use this, was it baby talk or baby volume or something? So you covered the dress, you covered the tone, then you did this pathetic apology. Now, folks are going to get mad, in which, people know I don't give a happy God about you getting mad. But then you gave this fake apology about, it wasn't me. This is not the type of individual I am. And then all of a sudden, baby, boom, you turned on these tears. I call them faucet tears, because you know how to turn them on and off. And then I didn't even see any tears, but then, baby, let me tell you, you did the sniffling. Oh, you cover you, girl. If I didn't know, if I was listening to you on the radio, I would have thought that you were a white girl. I should have, would have. I would have thought that you were a white girl. And then you put the icing on the cake. You used depression. You used mental illness. You used there's something mentally. And I'm going to counseling because it was just so dramatic. And girl, please, but congratulations to you. You do you, girl. Do you do whatever it takes for you not to serve time? And plus, two, the thing that tickled me the most was that there was individuals saying that, well, white folks do it all the time. They sure as hell do, and do get off with it. But to say that, well, white folks do it all the time, so it's our time. So two wrongs make a right. Is that basically what you're saying? So since one culture is doing all this horrendous and stuff and getting away with murder, so that's all right for another culture to do the same injustice, that gives you credence for her doing it. Make it make sense to me, because I'm here. I want to know. I'm open, but I have to say, you knew the assignment, you did it, you listened to Emery. You did what he instructed you to do, and no one should be mad with you, because you did what you were supposed to do to keep your ass out of jail. And I initially, your mama had this little attitude, but see, you failed to realize, the one thing that y'all failed to realize is that, first of all, you're living in a racist community who don't want you there. They tolerate you. And that's what the white populace, they tolerate the minority folks. They don't want you there, but they want your money, because your money is help financing the maintenance, the upkeep of this city. But if they had if they did not have to depend on the revenue that you generate, they wouldn't allow you in there. And it's the truth. So, Carlee, first of all, you embarrassed the white establishment. And plus, you put the spotlight on Hoover. And as when it comes to racism, when it comes to bigotry, when it comes to questionable activities, white folks don't like the spotlight. They don't like the spotlight being shown, being brought on. And baby, you had a huge ass light on Hoover. So now you embarrassed the WASP, the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant men over 50. You embarrassed them. You made a fool out of them. And so, as one recourse, all of a sudden they went down to the legislature down in Montgomery, and they passed it to where, instead of it being a misdemeanor, now it is a felony. Bravo to you. So the judge technically didn't have anything else, any other way to do it except to do it the way that he did. He couldn't, because if he were to put you in jail to have you serve time, then there was going to be a question And then people are going to do research to find out that individuals that has similar, and I don't think there's ever been anything. And see, you did a one of a thing crime, so bravo to you. And so the people were going to do research to find out the history if anyone else has been given leniency. So he couldn't go any way. But Carlee, you're not out of the forest, but you're not out of trouble yet, because see, you have embarrassed the white men, the old white men in Hoover. Now they got the point to where they're going to get the money back, but they're not through with you. And then I think you have 5-year probation, and plus 2, you have to have documentation where you are going to counseling. And I think that the judge just said that he was glad that you were getting some type of help. And so, but they're not through with you. And then, for what I understand, your parents are supposed to be somewhat prominent, whatever the hell word that means, over in Hoover. And so, but you still in trouble. You black. You black. You may have white friends or did have white friends or whatever, but you black. You embarrassed the old white man. They're not through with you. They're watching you, and they're going to continue watching you until they get exactly what they want. So, and then, but it is what it is. So I just want to shout out to you, that you picked a fantastic lawyer. You cannot get a better attorney than Emory Anthony. Yes, I'm prejudiced when it comes to Emory Anthony, because I have a lot of admiration for him, respect for him. And so he did his job. So, but you've been put on notice, baby. You and your family has been put on notice. So, people in Hoover feel that they are rich. They're not rich because they still have to depend on Social Security. They still having to pay mortgage. So just because you live in a white community, just because you live in a white city, uh, they don't want you there. They just tolerate you there. They put on those fake airs about, oh, how much they appreciate you, and you're such an example of your race. And I wish people would stop saying race and say culture, because as I stated before, there's only one race, and that's the human race. So, but again, congratulations, Carlee. You brought it, baby. I mean, clothing, voice, diction, tears, sniffling, and then mental illness. Baby girl, you covered all the bases. Damn. Girl, you good. You good. I mean, considering from where you came from with this little arrogant, pompous, angry mentality that, all, just I'm this, I'm that, and, all that. Now, all of a sudden, you just are so humble, and it was not a reflection of who you are, and it's not me, and that little baby sweet talk, and girl, please get over it. But congratulations to Carlee. Congratulations to Emory Anthony. I mean, I automatically knew that since Emory was the attorney, uh, she was going to get better service than anybody else. So again, anyone who knows Carlee, tell her that I said congratulations, girl. A plus, A plus, A plus, honor roll, honor roll, honor roll, honor roll, AP, AP. Girl, them white mutants taught you good, because ooh, baby, I think you put some white girls to shame, tell you the truth. I don't think some white girls or some mutants could have done the job better than what you did. The sniffling was fantastic. I love the sniffling after every sentence. I mean, it was just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Again, congratulations to you. So it is what it is. But baby girl, they're not finished with you yet. Them old white men are still. They're going to watch you. they're gonna watch you for sure. So, but hey, if you have any beats, or if you are looking for any beats, make sure that you get in touch with Sylvester. Make sure you get in touch with Reddy Kruger. Uh, they're fantastic. Um, those are the two that pop in my head at the split moment, because Sylvester contacted me. And so, but if you have any beats, make sure you get in touch with Sylvester Hatcher as well as Reddy Kruger, and two fantastic beat masters. So, um, there is so much going on, that, and so much, there's so much confusion and conflict, and uh, it is really maddening. It is really maddening, and if you allow it, uh, and if you allow it to, it will engulf you. It will swallow you up. And so I can't not imagine what it's like. I can't imagine what it's like to be young. I cannot imagine, and I don't want to imagine, to be perfectly honest and transparent with you. Uh, with the condition, with everything that is transpiring in the world, I have so much admiration for the parents. The stress and the pressures that you have mentally, spiritually, financially. Uh, I know that it gets hard, and I think that I'm going to acknowledge you, because it takes a lot of tenacity. It takes a lot of diligence. It takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of confidence for you to be able to still sustain and give what you feel your child deserves, or your children deserves. So uh, I heard from a former student who is serving time. And one thing I want to, I've never stopped praying for any of my kids. Never. When I was working, uh, I retired in 2013, and when I was over at, well, when I started teaching, Fridays I went. Fridays I prayed. Well, Monday through Fridays I prayed, but especially on Fridays I asked Jehovah and Allah and Yahweh to allow my guardian angel Seymour to protect all of my kids and have them come back. Because see, once I made it inside, I wasn't going to. I was not going to get out. So I never stopped praying, and I still pray in my own way uh, for everyone. So uh, all of us have done wrong one way or the other, and just some of us were never caught. Uh, there were a lot of things that I did that I didn't get caught. Life is a learning experience, and life can be hard, and life can be somewhat easy. With the way that things are going now, it seems like life is worse and harder. And then having a family to take care of, and then uh, being young and just getting started. Um, I don't even wish to imagine what it's like. I'm 64. Uh, and then because I taught AP government, I'm more aware and still knowledgeable of the functions of government and the Constitution. Uh, without sounding melodramatic, the Republican Party is out to destroy what we know as democracy, of what we know as a Constitution. Of when they are constantly preaching, and they've been transparent that they are going to cut programs, social programs. They're going to cut Social Security. They're going to cut social. They're going to do away with Social Security, disability. They're going to do away with Medicare, Medicaid. Um, there's a what is it? A outline of what they are going to do. I got to find it so that way I can let y'all know about it. But from this report that has been given out, they want to redefine, redraw what the responsibilities are, and they want to do away with the Department of Education, and they want to do away that they want everything to be white. And that's about that encompasses everything. What they are trying to do is to go back to the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and they want everything white. They want everything white. They want everything married. So if you're single, you have no right to live. You have to be married. You have to be married to a white girl. Have to be married to a white boy. Cannot be no interracial marriages. All the money has to go to married couples. And so with all of that coming up, with the 4 years that we unfortunately had to deal with Trump, was just the top of the iceberg. So if the Republican Party gets control of both houses, we're fucked. So I cannot imagine, don't want to imagine what it's like. So what I'm telling you is that there is power in prayer. I know it sounds like a cliche, and I used to hate for folks. Well, God doesn't give you anything that you can't handle. That does not stop the pressure, though. You have to take life as what life gives you, and you change and you modify that part of life that you can. When it comes to you, you have to understand your value. You have to understand your worth. You have to understand how vital you are in everyone's life, in everyone that you come in contact with. You have to. It's just a learning experience. So I reach out to you in that, know that you're not in this alone, that there are other people going through the same issues that you're going through. May not be the same degree, maybe less, maybe more, but you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. It seems like everything is against you now, and you are going to be okay. Trust me, you are going to be okay. And just because you had a little hiccup, just because you got caught, does not make you any less than anybody else. All of us have done wrong. Most of us just never got caught. You do what you have to do. You pay for whatever you had to, whatever you made that decision, and so you're going to have to pay for your decision. There's consequences. There's consequences in everything that we do. And so if you write a check that your mouth can't catch, or whatever the thing is, well, then you just have to be closer attention to exactly what you're doing. But in the bigger picture, You're going to be okay. Parents, you are doing a fantastic job considering what you're having to deal with. You're doing a fantastic job, but you have to do more. And I understand that, you want to do more. I mean, what more can I do? I don't know. I don't know, but you have to do more. And I know you're saying, what the hell are you talking about? And when it comes to your family, you know exactly what you have to do. You know. Also, we have to keep in mind that please, 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 please make the time to go and support your kids. Let your kids see you in the audience. You not understand. You are the most important individual in that child's life. Do you know how much love and admiration that child has for you? And we spend most time in elementary schools and we forget about the middle schoolers. The middle school kids need it too, if not more. And then you have those in high school, they go through this attitude, I don't need your support. I don't, why are you bothering me? Go, why are you listen, that is a facade and they're lying. They're lying. They want to see you in the audience. They want to see you. They want to see you. And they love you so much in that they will accept your excuses. They will accept them. But at the same time, they're hurt because they see everybody else having support, but they don't have any support or not the support that they want. Yes, they know that you work. They understand that. But at the same time, you are the most important part of that child's life. Most important. And they are hurt. And they won't tell you that they're hurt, but they're hurt. They need that support. They need to know that you have their back. And I know that you're working. I know that it's hard. You have to make time for them because you never know what the next 5 minutes, the second, next week, next month. You don't know. You don't know. You never go to bed angry. You never go to bed angry. You never go to bed upset. You never do that. Never. You don't have to conclude everything, but you never go to bed angry because you never know, and you never leave the house being angry. I don't care how mad you are. I don't care, you need to still give that individual a hug, let them know how much you love them, and you'll see them when you'll be thinking about them. And then sometimes it's best to step back and catch a second wind and just say that, listen, I'm upset right now, and I don't want to say anything that's going to make the situation worse than what it is. So I'm going to back away and I'm want to take time to catch my breath and to get rational because I know that you have your way, I have my way, you have your perception, I have my perception, I have my opinion. So let's just take a breather. Let's just breathe and we'll handle this some other time. And that's even with your kids. That is in any type of situation. You just have to step away. And when you find individuals who, for whatever reason, is out of line and all, sometimes it's, I don't I don't preach taking the high road. I'm 64 years old. I really don't. I don't preach taking the high road, but sometimes it's best to take the high road. That doesn't make you a punk, does not make you a bitch. It just means that you know that you have individuals who are depending on you, and you don't want to disappoint them, and you want to be around to see them prosper, to grow. And people are going to talk about you. But trust me, people are going to talk about you. And that's their right to. That's their right. They have a right to talk. People talk about me. I like when they talk about me because that means that I'm on their mind. I have some type of relevancy. I have some type of significance in their life that they have me in their thoughts. And then when they come to me with criticism, I take it as constructive, not destructive. I take it as constructive criticism. And it may not fit for that time. So I take their criticism, I take their opinion, I put it in the files, and I tell them I appreciate you thinking about me. It's not the response that they want, but if they're taking time out of their busy schedule to tell you how they feel, well, accept it. Let them know that I appreciate you thinking about me. That may, I didn't think you liked me, but for you to come to me and to give me your opinion, that means that I have some type of relevancy. I have some type of significance in your life because you took time out of your life to tell me about my life. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Please, anytime you feel that you have the urgency or you have the desire to, I'm here. I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to be better. And when they find out that they can't get to you, you'd be surprised at how they dwindle away. Sometimes you don't have to cut people away. Sometimes you don't have to cut lines. They cut themselves. And with the way that this system is, sometimes you just have to roll with it. And life is not going to be fair, folks. Trust me, life is not. Listen. If I can be successful in my own right, if I can finish college, if I can have my degrees, and I have my goal, my dream of being a teacher. Because see, in 81, when I was diagnosed as myasthenia gravis, I was given 6 weeks to a year to live. Now, do you understand that at 21 years old, and I'm just starting into my major, and I'm the mascot, the first mascot of Alabama State University. Do you not understand the impact of that punch telling me I had 6 weeks to a year to live? Do you not understand the mental condition that I was in? You know, so if I can rise above all of that, if I can still have that determination, have that tenacity, have that motivation, have that all of that, and to be a teacher, retired in 2013, and I had to retire because of myasthenia, because my neurologist, Dr. Emily, told me I had two things. She said, "You got two things: you die or you retire." Well, see, I didn't have time to I did not have time to die because I had too many people that I needed to aggravate. I didn't have time to. I didn't have time to die. I sure didn't. I didn't have time. So I retired. But see, everything falls into place because I was awarded, or teachers, the retirement systems of Alabama accepted my retirement. So I was granted retirement from teachers retirement May 1st. I mean, I didn't even know about Social Security disability. And then a good friend of mine suggested Social Security disability. I was awarded that June 1st, which is unheard of, because generally, because of my myasthenia gravis, that condition is put into another path, another process. But because of my neurologist understanding the flag words, understanding those flag words, because when the readers are going through and they check to see how many flag words, then because of Dr. Emily knowing exactly what to write and how to write it, I was approved June 1st. Because see, I could not survive and cannot survive off of just teacher's retirement. It takes both checks for me to sustain. So if I can rise above all of that, if I can still have a positive aspect, then you can too. You can too. I believe in you. I have faith in you. Most importantly, I love you. And I know you're going to be okay. I know. Trust me. If you knew my entire story, mm, if I can live through all that I have lived through, you can too. Because, first of all, you're stronger than I am, you're smarter than I am, you have more accessibility to things that I didn't even have. So you have the equipment to be as successful as you want to be. It's left up to you to claim it, to choose it, to want it, to desire it. And you can. Had 4 goals: to be a teacher, to work in Birmingham, to have my master's and or my doctorate degree before I turned, I think, 40 or 41, and to go back and be, initially I wanted to go back and be the first authentic white president of Alabama State University. No, I've changed that. I want to be the on the trustees, and I think I would be the first white alumni of Alabama State. So I have achieved most of my dreams and goals. This being having a morning show, and for having Ralph having enough of trust and belief in me, I'm blessed. And you are blessed too. You're blessed. You have to believe in yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to surround yourself with individuals who have your best interest at heart. And sometimes you have to cut even your family members loose. And I would like to say that they mean well. I don't know. I really don't. I don't. You know your folks better than I do. I sometimes I don't think folks have the best for you. But I have faith in you. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in. So you have a fantastic week. I will see you Tuesday. Anything that anything that you can change, you change. Anything that you can modify, you'll modify. Know your value, know your worth, and most importantly, know that I love you more than I love my luggage. Y'all take care of yourselves.